They're allegedly getting passports and traveling to different countries to find mates, women to marry. One of my sons married a woman from Spain. Well, women in America have grown so entitled and so demanding. I'm going to encourage my other sons who are not married to get a passport. American women don't want to work at home. They want to sit up and lay up with another man while their husband's at work.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, be sure to click the notification bell just to make sure you get my videos as soon as I release them. Alright guys, now today I have an old lady from the old school. Now you already know women that are from back in the day, you know, women nowadays would consider prehistoric, women that accepted the patriarchy when it really was how it's supposed to be, you know, or old school. But this lady explains why. She understands why it's supposed to be that way, and you already know she understands why it's supposed to be that way. She definitely supports the passport bros. We up. All right, guys, without further ado, let's hop right into it.
I want to discuss a phenomenon that's going on that I just learned about called passport bros. Well, I've watched many videos lately for both pro and con of what these men are doing. They're allegedly getting passports and traveling to different countries to find mates, women to marry, who have values that they admire. Well, I'm a mother of 4 sons, and one of my sons married a woman from Spain. And I'm here to tell you she is the most precious person in the world. She's very well educated. She's very elegant. She's very feminine. She knows how to cooperate with my son and not be demanding and entitled and ungrateful for the things that he does for her.
That is yours.
So she adds the exact amount of value to the marriage that my son adds.
Man, so she's pretty much saying passport bros got it right as soon as she started, right? As soon as she started, she already sees, she can see the value immediately. She knows what she brought to the table when she was younger, I'm sure. So she sees it and she gets it and she already knows what's happening nowadays. Let me let her finish. Let's continue.
For each other. They do all sorts of things for each other. They don't feel entitled, and they're grateful when one of them does something for the other one. And they reciprocate.
And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to let her finish. But did you notice what she said? They do for each other. Not she's his slave, right? I explain it all the time. Like, say, if my wife is doing something, I'll do what needs to be done at that moment, right? What guys want really is cooperation, not slaves.
And so when my son does something very special for his wife, she does something very special for him because they love each other. Well, women in America have grown so entitled and so demanding that they think they can do anything they want to do and get away with it, treat a man any way they want to treat him.
Thanks.
And even denigrate him when they weigh 300 pounds and he wants someone who looks feminine, who behaves feminine, who takes care of herself. And these fat sweat hogs, you know, denigrate him because he doesn't want her.
He's cooking on garbage.
Well, I'm going to encourage my other sons who are not married to get a passport and to go to other countries. Because the arguments that I heard from women, mostly black women, have to do with, or they'll say, we don't want you anyway, just go. Well, if that was true, what would the argument be? I mean, why would they be so defensive about it?
Emotional, damn it!
And so offensive about it. They do want these men. They want a man who makes enough money that he can support them and they can live at home. But the problem is, American women don't want to work at home. They want to sit up and lay up with another man while their husband's at work. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. They don't want to take care of children. They just want to produce them. So if they ever get divorced, they get a big, fat child support check.
Damn!
What man wants that, and what man deserves that? I'm divorced. I don't want to get into a relationship, but if I did, I know right now that I'm not worthy of a relationship. I haven't taken care of myself. I haven't paid off all my debts.
This woman is dealing with reality. She's living in the present world. She already understands it's a young woman's game, right? She knows for sure that an older man is going to look for a younger woman. That's like a lot of like guys that are her age, they're over here. They're over here. You know how many guys I see in the Philippines or Thailand? These guys are retiring and saying, you know what? I'm going to go get a woman that's feminine and delicate. And she understands. But let me let her finish.
So right now, I absolutely know that I don't have anything at all except being reciprocal in love and affection. I don't have anything at all to bring to the table. Well, I don't desire a relationship, but I know many, many women do. And if I did, I would work my off to improve myself to the point that I would be giving him a gift. And the gift that I would give him, so this is for young ladies too, the gift that I would give a man that I loved is I would be cooperative. Not just cooperative, but you know, you need to be able to see opposing viewpoints. You need to be able to step in his shoes and see what he's going through. And today, discount what a man goes through. It doesn't matter that he's the one who goes off to war. He's the one who sweats day and night to bring home the bacon. You're the one sitting up on your ass doing nothing. Now,
The only thing the lady got wrong is what's happening nowadays is the women want to be men, and they can't help it, right? And they were taught by women from her ilk, but not from her ilk. You know, women that started the independent movement were women that were her age, that were feminists, that said, you will not sit home anymore, right? And I like that she's addressing it, but it's so deep, and it's like it's like women got a big slash on their face, right? And the gash is right across the side of their face, and it's this big. And it's like this big, and it's puffing out, and it won't go down. Now, a guy is going to find it hard to want to be with a woman like that, right? But, case in point, this is going to make sense right here. If she was sweet, extra sweet, and did everything she needed to do, a guy could get over that. But it's still going to be hard to get past that big gash that left a big whoop on your face this big, right? Crazy analogy, but you guys get what I'm saying. That's what it's like. And guys can't get over it because the whelp is this big and the gash is this big and it's never been healed. It's just puffed out, looking crazy. It's green in there. And then the attitude goes bad with it. With a bad attitude. That's what guys are getting.
It's not my fault.
And guys are done with it. So let me let her finish though.
I reared 5 children, so I know the amount of work that goes into that. And when I was still with my husband, he had 3 hot meals on the table. His clothes were washed and dried and ironed. His house was clean. I raised a garden. I reared animals. I did everything I could to load off of him. Women today don't want to do any of that.
Do we need men, in your opinion?
No, because they do nothing all day.
Do we need men?
No, like, we just sit there.
Do we need men, in your opinion?
No, because they're icky.
Yeah, probably we don't need men to protect you from anything in the world or, invent virtually all the things in human history, create these massive civilizations and economies. Probably if they just disappeared overnight, that'd be great. And then there'd be no children also. We need both women and men. I know, shocking.
They say, well, if he's only working 40 hours a week, he needs to do this and that and this and that. You demand every minute of his time and then begrudge him when he wants to go out and have a beer, or he just wants to relax in front of the television, he's just a worthless piece of crap because he's not buying you Gucci bags or whatever it is you want.
How many times do I get women on my show that they're working, they like what they do, their career is somewhat fulfilling, but as soon as they get married and I ask, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant with the first child? Almost 100% of women say no.
And that's it right there. Not buying Gucci bags. You know what it is? Women, they want the man to, not only are they not going to take care of them, they want to make the bag and they want to live a certain lifestyle, right? You know why women actually desire passport bros? Because they're dealing with guys that are not risk takers. They're dealing with guys that are not traveling as much as, if you look at passport bros are moving and shaking, right? So for women to say, I don't want a passport bro, it's nonsense. Passport bros are movers and shakers. This one lady here said, these guys are very innovative, right? They figured out ways to be outside of the country. They figured it out. And I remember when I first did it, what, 9 years ago? It was the beginning. Really was, when it happened 9 years ago and around 10 years ago, this was happening, right? Guys that were in IT, guys that understood how to get it no matter where they go, were leaving already. You had guys that were military, guys that were like me, guys that were in different fields like IT, sales, all you need was a laptop connection, can get it. So what's happened is so nowadays, right, it's even easier. If a guy is in customer service, sales, IT, anything, look up Google, what field can I do in any country, right? And work on that. You can even do customer service. Work on that. And there's going to be contracts out there. You got companies like Upwork. Like, figure it out, man. Guys got to figure it out because I want everybody to be able to leave, right? I want everybody to be able to go out and experience life because, what's happening in the West, I'm not saying for everybody to do what I do or to be a passport bro or to go out and do it. Not everybody has the gumption to do it, right? It takes a lot. It takes not relying on society anymore. You know how many people are relying on society? It's crazy, man, but true, a lot of guys are stuck. Some guys will never travel. But I say for a lot of guys, take that risk, right? I think a lot of guys need to take that risk and say, you know what? Man, forget that. I'm going out. I'm going to get up, go out, and make it happen and try it. If you fail, you can always go back home. But that's all I got to say, man. But it's time. Make a decision now because everybody's starting to realize there's more to life than dealing with what's happening back home.